My very first ever trip to Africa, and I am pumped up. And I'm telling you what, man, I'm having the time of my life. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the most intense things that I've ever tracked.
I think this is one of the few animals where I think I'm literally as pumped as you are right now. That was...
Live on the edge, 'cause brother, win or lose, it's all in what you do with the chance you're given. Yeah, through the wind and rain, you feel your heart pounding. You got one shot, what you got? Tell me what's it gonna be? You gotta make the most of this opportunity. If others fail, make sure you succeed. On the edge.
The Edge is brought to you by Browning Canada, Canadian Tire, G5 Broadheads, Prime Archery, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Victory Archery, The Carbon Arrow Experts, Vortex Canada, Wolverine Guns and Tackle, Modular Driven Technologies, Sticks and Stones Anglers and Hunters, Off Grid Food Company, and these fine sponsors.
Just at the Calgary airport now, my very first ever trip to Africa. And I am pumped up.
Hello, folks. Thank
Thank you very much. We're at Sippel hunting safaris. Got Big John here in the background. Say hello, Big John.
No.
He's the master, jack of all, they say. He can track, guide, fix fence, cook meals, you name it. So we're in good shape. I'm gonna make sure he's on my side for the rest of the week. And the man, the myth, the legend right there, there's Dempsey.
How's it, guys?
What's going on, brother?
The famous or the infamous Steve Eklund. I must say a couple of things I did notice about him. He shoots well, moderately well. He's definitely a lot more bold in person than what I had seen in photos.
Is this supposed to keep the lions out or what?
Supposed to keep us in.
Yeah.
And not as funny as you'd think. He's not as funny as you'd think. But no, I'm just joking. It's a pleasure to have Steve in camp with us. Here at baylysippelsafaris, we offer all the conventional methods of hunting: muzzleloader, crossbow, handgun, rifle. We set up in our various concessions and areas for all those different forms of hunting. We hunt primarily in the Limpopo province of South Africa, but we do offer hunting further up with our northern cousins, up in Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Namibia, and Tanzania.
Wow.
So this is your tent, Steve. Should hopefully be comfortable, man.
Look at this. Holy smokes.
Our accommodation here at Baylysippel ranges from a Hemingway-style tented camp, with modern trimmings on the inside, to a full-on kitted-out lodge with a swimming pool and Wi-Fi and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to bring your wife or your kids along. There'll always be something for them to do. They'll never be bored in camp, that's for sure.
I can't believe these are tents. I mean, it's just
Awesome, eh?
awesome. Coming in this afternoon, we've already seen 20, 30 different animals.
Limpopo is one of the most diverse provinces here in South Africa when it comes to species to hunt. You've got all your normal plains game species such as impala, zebra, waterbuck, kudu, hartebeest, tsessebe, the list just goes on. Yeah, we're really, truly blessed about the number of species we have here in South Africa. You just never know what's around the corner, what's going to come into the hide next.
No rest for the wicked. We're jet-lagged, exhausted, but we're here and the sun's shining. So we got 2.5 hours left of daylight. We're gonna jump in the stand and see if we can't check one off the bucket list. Well, it's our first night in the blind here in South Africa, and I've already seen like 4 out of my 5 target animals. No shot opportunities yet. Well, if this is back home, yeah, but we're hunting a water wolf, so there's no sense in rushing. Let him come in, try for a 20, 25-yard shot.
Fairly good afternoon, a lot of game around us, but around about 5 o'clock or so, everything kind of went dead and quiet, and we couldn't quite understand why.
So I'm trying to calm down right now. We have a herd of Cape buffalo in the back. They were coming in.
Before Steve came to Africa, he sent me a cheeky little message saying that he might be interested in a Cape buffalo if the opportunity presented itself. I saw that message and I just thought to myself, you know, we're going to have a real tough time. You know, in 4 years of hunting there, I think I've only ever seen the buffalo come into the hides twice.
They got spooked, but they're still hanging out about 100 yards away. And I'm telling you what, man, I am revved up. I'm just trying to calm down, because if I do get a shot, it's got to be right on the money.
Truly one of the nicest bulls I've ever seen. I just said to Steve, I said, if you're going to shoot a buffalo, that's your buffalo.
That isn't just a grandpa buffalo. I mean, that's the buffalo you dream of. You shoot that buffalo, you retire. Good, because I'm getting old. I might have to retire. Let's see what's that. Thank you. That was a good arrow.
My first night to stand.
Oh my God.
No way.
Cape buffalo. I mean, 25 yards and we put the button on him. Oh my Lord. I'm just...
I think this is one of the few animals where I think I'm literally as pumped as you are right now. That was... As that buffalo got into the brush, I quickly called Big John in. We basically found the blood trail and just kind of where it was leading in.
I think we made a good shot. It comes down to penetration again, if we got enough or we didn't.
Well, you hit him.
We're losing light, so it's back to the casa, and we're going to hopefully do a recovery in the morning. Last night, our first night in camp, we had a herd of Cape buffalo come in. We made a good shot with the bow. I wanted to get it done with the archery tackle. Now this morning we're going in because this is a wounded buff. Again, you know, we've all heard the stories for those of you who haven't been to Africa, like myself. Obviously one of the dangerous game over here.
Yeah, we don't play games with buffalo for sure.
So we're strapping the bow on the back. Dempsey's gonna let me carry a 375. He's carrying a
458 lots.
458 lot.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of gun.
This is my life insurance policy.
But yeah, we're gonna go in. If he jumps up or charges us, you know, obviously we'll use the guns. Okay, so we just found the arrow. We got good penetration, but it's good blood, lots of bubbles all the way around. I'm a newbie to Africa, but you look at this. Look at all the bubbles in this blood. He's wrecked. Somewhat of a dangerous situation right now. Our PH can hear buffalo up ahead of us, but it's really thick in here. And we do know that the buffalo I killed, I mean, great blood, lots of lung blood, possibly even heart, but we're gonna try to slide another arrow in him if we can, but if we can't, we're gonna use the guns. Buffalo is actually still alive. He is heavily bleeding.
We just happened to be there at the exact time when he gave us death bellow. I mean, the timing couldn't have been better.
I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the most intense things that I've ever tracked. I don't understand how it's even possible that he could still be living. He's getting up. We think this buffalo is about 30 yards inside this thick brush. We can hear him in there kind of gurgling away.
even though we knew where he was, we just pulled out for an extra hour just to give it a little bit more time, because you don't really want to get yourself into a dangerous situation if you don't have to. Came back after about an hour, jumped back on the tracks.
He's stone dead.
I reckon leave it.
Holy cow. A giant old bull. Right on, brother. Come here. Big John, thank you.
Awesome stuff, man.
Well, there you have it. An unbelievable first evening sit here at baylysippelsafaris. You know, guys, I can't thank you enough.
No,
you know, we got Big John here. Big John's a tracker. And Dempsey, owner-operator here at baylysippelsafaris.
I mean, this is just the ultimate bull. I mean, scarring on the face, the tattered ears, chip on the boss, you know, no hair on its rump.
Yeah.
You can't ask for more.
The Cape Buffalo, the Black Death. I
Yeah.
mean, this was high on my list. I did not think it was going to happen.
Yeah.
This is my first trip to Africa. I was just getting I was going to dip my toes in the water.
Yeah.
And first evening, here we are.
You jump straight in that pool, man.
yeah, head first. This buff, you know, from impact on where we hit him, probably just under 300 yards. Seen that arrow sink right where it needed to be. It was
well,
exciting.
thank you, Asel, for putting a good shot in, man.
Yeah.
Makes the job a lot easier.
Yeah, that my job much easier.
The Cape Buffalo on the ground. You know, I can't thank you guys enough.
We've got a small tradition we do here with baylysippelsafaris. This shooter glass here is over 70 years old. It used to be my grandfather's back from Germany. This is a true hunter shot glass. You know, at the end of a successful day, when we've had an awesome ethical hunt, you know, and we've had a great experience together, we like to let the successful hunter take a Jägermeister, which means hunting master, out of this hunter's glass.
No kidding.
And then we're going to sing for you as well. So you've got an added bonus there.
Oh boy, here we go. You're rolling on this, right?
Ein Horido, ein Horido, ein Weidmannsheil, ein Weidmannsheil, ein Horido, ein Horido, ein Weidmannsheil. Horido, Horido, Weidmannsheil. Cheers. 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 There you go.
At the end of the safari, you know, obviously our goal is to give you guys a fantastic hunt, but more than that, the goal is at the end to leave as friends and, you know, stay in communication for years to come and just offer, you know, an experience where, you know, you're not feeling like you're being guided, you're feeling like you're actually making friends and you're making lifelong memories with someone that you appreciate.
It is officially day 2, unofficially our first full day.
So in South Africa we're a little bit in the stone ages of hunting, so we don't have any fancy things like scent control or, you know, scent wipes, so we just we burn dung. And this is a kind of a natural smell. It you know, helps mask our scent, and it's a natural smell to the animals, so they don't you know, hopefully spook off the wind turns suddenly or something like that. But yeah, old African bush trick.
It's all about plains game right now. We got gemsbuck, warthog, impala, zebra, and kudu on the list. And I'm revved up like a kid at Christmas.
The time of year that Steve came over was a very, very good time of year for bowhunting. We're actually having a particularly dry season there where we were hunting, and Steve happened to be there basically at the beginning of the warthog rut as well as the beginning of the kudu rut. So, you know, we were hoping to see a lot of warthogs and a lot of kudus. One of the things that we really pride ourselves in is our big warthogs. We've got some of the best areas in the country for it, and this hunt was no different. We saw some incredible boars. We had a really, really good day by the hide. We probably saw in excess of 300 pigs, and eventually a lovely big boar that I wanted Steve to take came in.
I'm telling you what, Africa, it's a land of opportunity, man. Multiple targets. animals today. I can tell you what I do want to do. I want to shoot about 50 more of these pigs. It's addictive, eh?
Look at that, folks. I mean, that pig. There's a pig in there.
That's a big warthog.
Wow. Well, there you have it. My first warthog, Bailey. Thanks, buddy.
Pleasure, man.
Warthog number one. It's been a pig kind of a day, that's for sure. We've seen
Hundreds of pigs.
Literally hundreds of pigs. This area in South Africa is known for big boars, big tusks, genetic-wise, right?
Yeah, no, we've got some of the biggest boars running around this area for sure. You can just see this boy here, lovely long tusks, big warts sticking out, and this body is just he's a machine.
Yeah,
eh?
he's a machine, that's for sure.
Congratulations, there. Awesome,
Thanks, buddy.
Awesome warthog, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, looking forward to what's next.
A lot of fun, pretty pumped. Really cool critter. Ugly to the point of beautiful. Yeah, it's just a remarkable target-rich environment right here in Africa. It's crazy. You just never know what's next.
We'd come off a really good morning session with that big old warthog, and we were sitting in the afternoon, and a lovely old Impala ram came in, worn down tips, you know, great shape, exactly the kind of ram we were looking for Steve to take.
And I'm telling you what, man, I'm having the time of my life.
Tragedy turned into an opportunity, man. It's awesome.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Yeah, awesome.
Let's go check that arrow
go
out.
find it, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Impala notorious string jumpers, and this one was no different at all. At the shot, the arrow was going to hit the mark absolutely perfectly, but it probably dropped about 6-7 inches. They have incredibly quick reflexes, but on the shot, I could see the Impala taking off, and I thought I could see a lot of blood, blood coming out of the wound there, and as I was feeling fairly confident that we were going to find this Impala in a short little walk. We jumped out the hide to check out the tracks, and really struggled to find any kind of blood or anything like that. So we got Big John, the tracker, in to come and have a look, and he picked up the blood, and it wasn't telling the same story that I'd seen. So I was starting to think I was a little bit crazy about what I'd seen.
Dempsey had him in the binos and he thought he could see really good blood pouring out, but that's not what the blood trail's showing us. We're literally following drops right now. We were pretty confident he was just gonna make this bush line and that would be it, but looks like we're gonna have to come back in the morning. There comes the arrow. Oh
There's
my
the impact.
God.
Right there.
Wow.
That's half the body.
Okay, now where?
It's unbelievable.
Now see how your shot placement was.
It's unbelievable.
Right where it needs to be.
Perfect.
So he damn near ducked the whole thing.
Wow.
Fill up
What do you
the
think now?
raptor, look at the footage.
I thought I was going mad, but the footage doesn't lie. Man, it looks good. Looks good.
Good.
Gonna see what happens in the morning.
I'm gonna sleep tonight still feeling like a hero. Feeling pretty good today. We got a recovery to do this morning, Impala ram. And then on the menu we're gonna have gemsbuck, potentially, zebra, potentially, wildebeest. We'll see what happens.
I don't know why I'm panicking so much on kudu, but it's again one of those staple animals, right? So I want to make sure that I get the right one. Yeah. Yes. Got it. We found it. We found it. Yes. Listen, the Impala that we shot last night. Big John just found him. We're gonna go gather up our stuff and do a follow-up one.
There he is. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much, Big John. Great great tracking job. Just unbelievable. Last night we were fortunate enough to put what we thought was a good shot. We watched the video back and put a line on it from when the bow went off to how much he dropped, and it's literally
incredible.
3/4 of his body length.
Yeah, your shot was perfect. He just rolled a bit, ducked a bit, and just put it a little bit higher. But I mean, Big John just told me now that this Impala went off on a bit of a death dash there.
Yeah.
Went in a massive loop around and ended up not 200 meters from where we actually shot him.
No kidding.
You know, it's
really
it's
crazy.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, folks. You know, we're here with Dempsey Bailey Sippel Safaris here in South Africa, and I'm having the time of my life. First time to Africa, target-rich environment, and the bow hunting right now has been phenomenal. I mean, it's your
hot
winter,
right now.
it's the dry season.
Yeah.
It is first part of June, and with limited water holes on the property for a bow hunter, this is the place to be.
The Edge is brought to you by Browning Canada, Canadian Tire, G5 Broadheads, Prime Archery, High Mountain Seasonings, Hornady, Victory Archery, The Carbon Arrow Experts, Vortex Canada, Wolverine Guns and Tackle, Modular Driven Technologies, Sticks and Stones Anglers and Hunters, Off Grid Food Company, and these fine sponsors.
Pretty revved up, excited. We got wildebeest yet, gemsbuck, zebra. Bow hunt in South Africa, nothing better really.
You know, here in South Africa as guides, we really struggle to get onto, you know, pro staff and get sponsored by the big companies and stuff like that, you know. But one thing I can say, you know, we'll never, you know, give into product placement or anything like that. You know, we don't believe in brands or companies or anything like that. Yeah, you know, it's just the way we are in South Africa. We just don't believe in it, really, you know. So that's pretty much just how it is.